Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get the world quest to kill Kosumoth the Hungering, who is a world boss who drops the Fathom Dweller mount and the Hungering Claw. So the first thing you want to do is come to the Broken Shore, and on this left side of the island, where I've shown you on the map, there is an orc called Drakful. Now what you want to do is interact with him each time until he just says a dialogue option called go away. Once he just says go away, you want to then go to a different part of the Broken Shore, and you want to go here to the coordinates 5954. But be careful around there, all the demons here are like elite skull levels, and you will find this cave. Now for me, this cave was blocked off by rocks, but a quick log out, log back in, and as you can see, all of the rocks are gone, so you can just walk into the cave. Alternatively, you can die and respawn in there as a ghost. This cave is very dark, but you will, at the back of the cave, find this withered relic, like a little pile of bones. And like I said, it's very dark. It took me and my friend quite a while to actually spot this. And then what you want to do is go back to Drakful in his original spot, and show him the relic, and just keep interacting with him till he tells you to go away once more, at which point you're going to begin a journey to find 10 of these hungering orbs, which you need to click on in a specific order to attune yourself to the boss. So now he's told you to go away, you want to head to spot number 1 at coordinates 3838 in Azuna. Those coordinates are where I am placed on the map itself, not the specific location of the orb. And then very hidden behind this bush by a tree is this cave, and then underneath this cave is a weird little fountain, and then once you click on the orb it will sort of glow purple and you will be attuned to that orb. Now the reason I've done some fades there is because at the time of recording some of these orbs had like an hour cooldown to click, so that was pretty bad. So the next place you want to go is Suramar to 6335, right next to the Crimson Thicket. You want to follow this sort of like dark ridge up to where this tree is, and then you want to drop down into there, and there's a little cave. And there is an elite mob, you do not want to touch her, she will one-hit you. And right at the back of the cave is the next Hungering Orb. And for the next place you want to go to Val'sharah, and you want to go to coordinates 4280. And then just where I am now, right in this little bush here, is a little hidden cave. Who would have guessed? They're all in little hidden caves. And then I kind of hit a dead end, and I was like, huh. But if you look at the left, there's another little opening you can get through, and this is guarded by an elite called an Arcane Servitor, and he hits for quite a lot. I'm just going to do a quick demonstration of how I was trying to take him down. I had a bodyguard with me, and his shield helped me a lot. He does arcane missiles, which you want to interrupt because they deal like 500k damage to you. You can see how low I got just there. And then right at the back here, I've just killed him again because of the cooldown. And then right at the back here, there's the orb, and again it will glow purple once you've picked it up, and it will not be interactable afterwards. For the fourth orb, you want to go back to the Broken Shore, and just off the coast where the orc was, you want to swim down, and then underwater there's going to be this cave behind this rock formation. You want to swim in there and grab the orb. Now I just want to very quickly say that obviously I did not discover this. I don't know who did discover it, but props to them. I heard it was a big group of people, because I can't imagine finding this stuff. You go from an expansion like WoW, which I don't think had anything like this, to attuning 10 orbs to be able to get a world quest for a mount from a world boss is absolutely crazy. Now for the next orb, number 5, you want to go back to Azuna, and you want to go to the ruins here, and there's going to be this big arcane crystal crack down the middle of the map. You might recognise it from the zone when questing. Then you want to head into this little very hidden cave, and then just behind all here there's going to be like an encased Hungering Orb, and it will glow again once you pick it up. Now for orb number 6, this was the tricky one. You want to head to Stormheim. Look at where I am on the map. You want to head right off the map. If you look at the Stormheim map, you don't even appear on it. Now I actually got stuck with this. I was recording this last week, but because of this orb, it was a very PvP heavy zone, and there was steam, and they had an hour cooldown, and it was virtually impossible to pick this up. Now notice there is a neutral shark there. Don't worry about him, he will not attack you. But since they actually fixed it, or maybe not fixed it, but made it a lot easier, these orbs now have no clickable cooldown. So they're a lot easier to get. So I swam in here, I thought it could be too good to be true. Saw that it was clickable. Do not hit the steam, by the way, that will most likely one hit you. And then grab the orb. Now for orb number 7, this one's a bit different. You want to head to High Mountain, first one of High Mountain, and there's a flight path with Skyhorn, and you want to head up round this path, not round the other way. So you want to head up to the top of this sort of snowy rocky path, and then if you look over the edge, there's going to be this sort of cover sticking out, and you want to be able to glide, slow fall, or do something to get down there. One thing I'd recommend is the Skyhorn Kite that I will link as well if you don't have any sort of goblin glider. And you don't want to head in the cave that is presenting, you want to head to the right, and there's a little hidden cave, and in the mouth of this sort of skull there is the next orb. Now moving on to orb number 8, back to Azuna. There's quite a lot in Azuna. You want to head here just next to Asia Wing Riposte, and then on the right next to this tree. I think this one is very hidden just naturally by the tree itself. Like, even knowing where this one was, I had trouble actually sort of getting into the cave, so just have some patience with that one, you'll find it. And then right behind here, the orb is hidden as well. In complete darkness you will find that. Now, number 9, you want to actually head to the Val'sharah Island just off Azuna. There's already a world quest there today. That's not the one we want. And you want to head right out into the ocean at coordinates 8089. And you want to swim all the way down, and there's going to be an upside down, sort of upturned, broken ship wreckage. You want to swim into that right under the bottom. There's going to be a bit of a maze to get around there. Not as dark as you'd think. You want to swim up, and then round all these sort of cracks, and then when you get to about here, I got a bit lost. Turns out you want to actually sort of head back out and swim down, so you want to go in from the bottom, up, and then down at the back, and then there will be a little sort of opening covered by some seaweed, and then you will swim up into this cave. Now, unfortunately for me, when I was in this cave, there was a horde group literally just ganking people, preventing people from getting this orb, and well, they didn't really do a very good job, because despite all that, I was actually able to click the orb and get myself attuned. And now we move on to number 10. This is the last one, and you want to head back to Drakfall on the Broken Shore. The last one is awkwardly the most easiest to find. It's actually on the table right next to where Drakfall was, only this time it will become clickable. You click that one, and then that will attune you to the boss. Now what you have to do now is either switch zone or relog to make it appear. It didn't appear straight away for me. I relogged, it wasn't there, and then I gave it a few seconds and it appeared. So right there in the middle, there it is. And it awards the Fathom Dweller mount, and then next week it should hopefully award you the Hungering Claw. So I went to the Val'sharah, and there was already a horde raid here, so I did get my ass destroyed, but I managed to get a tag and kill it. And then here is the mount in question. Some huge jellyfish squid looking thing that is sort of meant to increase your underwater speed, but it doesn't really increase it very much. It's not as maybe as good as you might assume it to be. But that's all I got for this one. Thank you very much for watching, and do make sure to click those orbs in the right order as presented, or this will not work. But that's all I got for this one. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time.